So I'm going to take a couple minutes here and talk about something that may be a little bit controversial or polarizing. Focusing on a number on the scale is wrong. And I'm going to tell you what you need to do right to get towards your goals.
Hey YouTube, Dan here, about to just have some pre-workout and get in a workout. I just did a little bit of filming on some shoe stuff, the Nike Metcon 1, 2, and 3. Just did a little, I don't know, review of them, talking about the new shoes that are going to be released. And I think I might order actually my first pair of Nike ID shoes. We'll get to that in a few moments after the workout. Okay, workout all done. There's maybe a little bit of sweat to prove it. Had a good cool down, good mobility session after my workout. So we're gonna go grab groceries, probably hit up a coffee shop. Michelle likes to grab a coffee before we grab groceries. I'm getting a little hungry, so I'm gonna grab a snack bar. Probably not the best thing post-workout, but it will tie me over until I get home and actually eat. And while I'm at the grocery store, I'm probably not gonna overindulge. So one thing we are gonna sort of go through today is talking a little bit about the scale and how the scale weight may mislead you, and how there are so many more variables you want to consider instead of just that number on a scale. Why that number on the scale could be really unhealthy, and why our idea of a measure of health may not be what that scale is saying. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. I gotta grab groceries, I gotta eat more food, shower, maybe shave a little bit. We'll check you guys later.
All right, hey team, one more. And before I get going on this little bit of a discussion, if you're liking this video or any other video, give it a thumbs up. The more you're liking and commenting, the more my videos get boosted up the search engine queries. The more you guys get to see this sparkling face, the more people come across my content, the more people see my content, the more I post videos. So again, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, I encourage you to subscribe, or check me out on social @DanIsDriven and send me a couple messages there on why I deserve your subscription. Maybe we'll deal with that. Now let's get talking about what it is that I want to talk about. Okay, let's check it out. After a workout, my normal post-workout grocery routine is coffee and some sort of like protein bar. Today I decided to switch it up. I went with coffee, had a half cup of cottage cheese, and also had some chicken jerky. Wasn't the best, but increased the protein content and decreased the carb content and got towards where I needed to go, so that was good. I guess first off, a situation came up with a client today talking about the scale weight. And here's what I'm going to tell you as a fitness professional. The weight on the scale and the misinformation that the fitness industry has sold you for the last 30 years is all completely wrong. Mainly, I think the biggest reason why the fitness industry has told you is they're talking to you about a number. And that doesn't tell you what the number is made up of. It doesn't tell you whether it's fat, whether it's muscle, whether it's water. So for example, as I'm drinking water, okay, so if I get on the scale right now, I'm gonna be a little bit heavier. It doesn't tell me what that weight is a combination of. So a lot of the things, when you're looking at the weight on the scale, you may not get the entire picture. Using different forms of measurements, whether that be photos, whether that be pictures, whether you're taking measurements, or you're doing a combination of everything, you need to have a strategic plan. You need to work with a fitness professional, especially if fat loss is your goal, because everything we see on television, everything we've been taught in the fitness game, may be a misrepresentation of how to get at your goals. There's a couple things that we do know. If you're stepping on the scale and the scale just tells you body weight, well, that's not giving you the entire picture, right? So it's really important to have a scale that tells you a little bit more than just weight. In this situation, I had a client that got on the scale this morning compared to last week, and they were up in weight. Pretty devastating, right? Well, again, looking more into the scale at the studio, yes, they're up in weight, but body fat is down, water weight or water absorption is up, and muscle mass is up. Clothes are also fitting better. Muscle is a lot denser than fat. So guess what? Clothes are going to fit better, even though that scale is going up. I'm seeing more definition in his shoulders, more definition in the arms, a little bit trimmer of a waist. So I hope that's given you a little bit of insight into the whole weight scale. I'd highly recommend you work with a fitness professional that really understands the ins and the outs about fat loss game, because you may need that support, you may need that accountability, or you may just need to be looking at a bunch of variables. I think that's where we're going to end off the vlog. I need supper. I need to do some client programming. I've got 4 things that I need to check off my list tonight, and it's already 7:35, so it could be a little bit of a late night tonight, but I don't think I'd rather be doing anything else. So I'm going to leave you guys off. How I leave off every other vlog is never underestimate the power of positivity, and optimism is the only way to go, especially when you're looking at the fat loss game, right? The alternative will never breed you the success that you want. So thanks again. That's all for now. I really appreciate all the support, and more vlogs to come.